Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Methodology Maths by Pratik Grover sir. Today's topic we'll be learning is to find the roots of the quadratic equation using quadratic formula method. This is the last and the most important method to find the roots, solutions or zeros of a quadratic equation. To understand this method, I can bluntly give you the formula used to find the roots. You can mug up that formula, but as per my opinion, always see how to get a formula, how to achieve a formula. So if you are sound enough to achieve a formula, it will be very convenient for you to understand why and where to apply that formula. So if you want to learn how this formula is achieved, you must be knowing the method completing the square. So if you have not yet watched the video for completing the square method, it's my request to watch that video first. The link of that video has been given in the description of this video. After seeing that video, come back to this video to understand the quadratic formula. If you have gone through that video, we are good enough to proceed. So before proceeding, it's my request, if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please do subscribe to the channel and click that bell icon so that you get a notification whenever I put a new video regarding your topic. So let us start this topic, quadratic formula. I'll start with the very basic, the general form of quadratic equation. What is the general form of quadratic equation? That is ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. This is the general form of our quadratic equation. If I tell you to find the roots of this general equation by completing the square method, how could we do that? For doing that, I will be dividing the whole equation, all the terms of the equation, the first step with the coefficient of x square. The coefficient of x square is a over here. So I have divided all the terms of the equation by the coefficient of x square, that is a. So this will become x square plus b upon ax plus c upon a equals to 0. Now what was the next step? The next step was, we used to write first two terms as it is. X square plus b upon ax plus the third term was made by multiplying the denominator of this coefficient by 2. That way it will become b by 2a. See, the coefficient of x was b by a. We obtained the third term by multiplying the denominator by 2. So it became b by 2a. Then we used to do the square of this term equals to this term which we added over here. The same term has to be taken on the right hand side, because if both the sides same terms are added, it will not make any difference to the equation. This plus c by a, this we have taken on the left hand side, so it will become minus c by a. I hope you understood this. Again I am repeating, first term as it is, second term as it is. This third term is obtained by multiplying the denominator of this coefficient by 2 and squaring it. This is that completing the square method. Equals to the same term which we have added on the left hand side, the same term has to be taken on the right hand side. So I have written that term minus c by a, which was here and we have taken on the right hand side. Now the left hand side becomes a whole square. Whole square of x plus, the first term is x, second term is b by 2a, x plus b upon 2a whole square, this is b upon 2a whole square is equals to, I am expanding this, this will be b square upon 4a square minus c upon a. Am I correct? B square upon 4a square minus c upon a. I will be keeping this left hand side as it is, x plus b upon 2a whole square is equals to, now I will taking LCM on the right hand side. As you can see, the denominators are 4a square and a. The LCM would be 4a square. So this numerator will remain as it is, b square minus this c will get multiplied with 4 and a, because there is a the term which is not present in the denominator is 4a. So it will become 4ac divide by 4a square. Now I am taking square root both the sides because I want to find x over here. I want to find the roots of this equation. So I have to find x over here. So this square has to be removed. So I'll take square root on both the sides. So x plus b upon 2a will become under root of b square minus 4ac upon, see, I have only kept the numerator under root. Why? Because it is not a perfect square. But my denominator is a perfect square. My denominator is a perfect square. 4a square is a perfect square of 2a. So if I take the square root of 4a square, it will become 2a. And the numerator, that was not a perfect square. So I have kept it under root b square minus 4ac. Please pay attention. Only numerator and denominator. Denominator is not in the numerator is in the under root, but denominator is not under root because the denominator was a perfect square. Also, if we take a perfect square, we have to think of two values, that is plus or minus. Why I have kept this plus or minus sign over here? Think of a perfect square, any perfect square. Let us think of a perfect square 9. किसी भी perfect square के बारे में सोचो. Suppose 9. 9 किसका square होता है? 9 is a square of which number? 3. Is it only 3? No. 9 is a square of 3 as well as minus 3. Minus 3 square is also 9. 3 square is also 9. So, if I want to find the square root of 9, it may be positive 3 or it may be negative 3. अगर मैं 9 का स्क्वायर रूट लेता हूं तो पॉजिटिव 3 भी हो सकता है, नेगेटिव 3 भी हो सकता है. सिमिलरली अगर मैं इस टर्म का स्क्वायर रूट लेता हूं, अंडर रूट बी स्क्वायर माइनस 4ac करता हूं, तो इसका रूट पॉजिटिव में भी हो सकता है, नेगेटिव में भी हो सकता है. सो दीज आर टू वैल्यूज, प्लस एंड माइनस. प्लस बिलो माइनस इज रिटन under root b square minus 4ac whole upon 2a. Now to find this x, this b upon 2a will go on the left hand side. This plus b by 2a becomes minus b upon 2a. Is plus or minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. As you can see, the denominators are same, so we don't need to find the LCM. Directly we can write minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. This is known as quadratic formula. This is known as quadratic formula. We know all the values. We know b, that is coefficient of x in our equation, a coefficient of x square in our equation, and c is the constant of our equation. You know all the values. Just substitute the values over here. You will get the roots of the equation. This value under root b square minus 4ac. b square minus 4ac, this value is known as discriminant. This is known as discriminant and it is denoted by capital D. So d is b square minus 4ac. You can write d also over here. So if I want to find under root of d, under root of b square minus 4ac, that means we have to find under root of d. This b square minus 4ac is known as discriminant. Now this, I have said in completing the square that video, that we have to check whether the roots are possible or not. How do we know that roots are possible or not? Using the value of discriminant. I have told in that video that I will be explaining this in quadratic formula video. If b square minus 4ac, if this value comes out to be greater than 0, then it's equal to 0 or greater than 0, then we don't have any issues. But if this value comes less than 0, so means negative में अगर आंसर आ रहा है, आपने b square minus 4ac निकाला और उसका आंसर नेगेटिव में आ रहा है, तो यहां देखिए रूट्स निकालने के लिए हमको इस वैल्यू का स्क्वायर रूट निकालना था. पूरी इक्वेशन के दो रूट्स निकालने के लिए मुझे इस वैल्यू के स्क्वायर रूट निकालना था. तो अगर यही वैल्यू नेगेटिव आ रही है तो उसका स्क्वायर रूट तो पॉसिबल ही नहीं होता. इसलिए चेक करने के लिए कि रूट्स पॉसिबल है कि नहीं, तो सबसे पहला स्टेप है बी स्क्वायर माइनस 4ac फाइंड करना। अगर इसकी वैल्यू नेगेटिव आ जाती है तो समझ जाओ कि रूट्स पॉसिबल नहीं है। अगर पॉजिटिव आती है या जीरो आती है तो रूट्स पॉसिबल है। आई एम एक्सप्लेनिंग दैट इन इंग्लिश। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल फाइंड आउट बी स्क्वायर माइनस 4ac. If the value of b square minus 4ac comes out to be equal to 0 or greater than 0, then the roots of the quadratic equation are possible. But if the value of b square minus 4ac comes below 0, that is negative value, then square root of negative value is not possible. If this term is not possible, that means roots are not possible. So the value of b square minus 4ac should not come below 0. So this is my quadratic formula which I can apply to each and every sum, and I can find the roots of the equation. So let us proceed towards our exercise. Okay. So let us start with exercise 4.3. In exercise 4.3, the first question is to find using completing the square method that you must have done till now. The second question is find the roots of the equation in the first question using quadratic formula. So I'm skipping this question right now because I know that I have not taught you the how to imply this formula. But why I'm skipping, because these type of sums will be easier. I'll be doing the word problems with the quadratic formula, so you may understand it and then you can proceed doing this sum as an homework. So I'm directly moving towards the third question. The third question given to us. The first one is x minus 1 by x is equals to 3, and where x is not equals to 0. X minus 1 by x is equals to 3. To solve this, first we will take LCM on the left hand side. So taking LCM, it will be x. So it becomes x square minus 1 whole upon x equals to 3. If I take x on this side, it will become x square minus 1 equals to 3x. I am taking 3x on left hand side. So x square minus 3x minus 1 equals to 0. Now, after obtaining the quadratic equation, write down a, b and c respectively of each of them. A is 1. See the coefficient of x square. There is no number over here, so a would be 1. What would be b? B would be minus 3. The coefficient of x is minus 3. Don't forget to write the sign. And c would be constant term, that is minus 1. Now, first of all, we will find the discriminant, that is our b square minus 4ac. First of all, we will find b square minus 4ac. Why we need to find this? To check whether the roots are actually possible or not. If it's not possible, we will stop there. If it is possible, then we will proceed. What is the value of b? B was minus 3 and we have to square it. Minus 4 into a is 1 and c is minus 1. A is 1 and c is minus 1. This minus 3 square will be 9, positive 9. Minus 4 into 1, that is minus 4, into minus 1, that is plus 4. So 9 plus 4 will be my answer. So discriminant is 13. As you can see, d is greater than 0. It is greater than 0. So the roots are possible. So we can start finding the roots of the equation. So x will be equals to the formula, the quadratic formula, minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac whole upon 2a. Minus b, the value of b was minus 3. So this will become minus of minus 3. Plus and minus under root b square minus 4ac. What is the value of b square minus 4ac? That is 13. So I'm directly writing see, I need this value, so I found it before only. Upon 2 into a is 1. A is 1. This minus minus will become plus. Plus or minus root 13, nothing will happen because it's already a non-perfect square in the under root. So it will remain root 13. Divide by 2 into 1, that is 2. These are your two roots of the equation. One is 3 plus root 13 by 2, other is 3 minus root 13 by 2. You have to solve, if you want, in only that condition you have to solve this if this root sign is not there. Otherwise you have to keep the answer as it is. So let us proceed on the next sum. Second sum is 1 upon x plus 4 minus 1 upon x minus 7 is equals to 11 by 30 is equals to 11 by 30. X is not equals to minus 4 and 7. X is not equal. This is the condition you use to write whenever the x is in the denominator or variable in the denominator, because if x becomes 4, actually this doesn't signify anything, but if x becomes 4, then this will become 0. If x becomes 7, then this will become 0. Sorry, minus 4, then this will become 0. If 7, then this will become 0, which cannot be possible. One more thing, these values are also given to give you a hint in the final answer. In the final answer, if you get, suppose if you get x as 6 and 7, so you can know that x cannot be 7, that is given in the question. So the only answer is 6. Understood? That's the significance of these values given to us. Now, for solving this, we will take LCM. LCM of x plus 4 and x minus 7, they will get multiplied. So this numerator will get multiplied with x minus 7 and this numerator will get multiplied by x plus 4. So x minus 7, I am keeping this in bracket because it's a binomial which is getting multiplied. So always we use brackets because binomials are little bit tricky than monomials. This x plus 4 will get multiplied, so I am writing x plus 4 in bracket. Divide by, they will get multiplied, x plus 4 into x minus 7, that is equals to 11 by 30. In the numerator, the first bracket, if I open the first bracket, nothing will happen because it will remain x minus 7. But if I open the second bracket, due to this minus sign, the sign will change. It will be minus x minus 4 whole upon. These two brackets are to be multiplied. X square plus 4x minus 7x minus 28. That is equals to 11 by 30. In the numerator, you can see x and x get cancels out. Minus 7 minus 4 will be minus 11 upon x square. This is 4 minus 7, that is minus 3x minus 28 equals to 11 by 30. This 11 and this 11 also cancelled out. This 30 will get multiplied to this minus sign. So this will be minus 30. Why I have cancelled 11, 11? In both the sides, 11 was the numerator. That's why. We can cut that. 30 will get multiplied over here. It will become minus 30 equals to, this whole term will go on that side, the whole polynomial. So x square minus 3x minus 28. Taking minus 30 on the right hand side, it will become plus. So x square minus 3x minus 28 plus 30 equals to 0. That is x square minus 3x plus 2 equals to 0. What is A? 1. What is B? Minus 3. And what is C? 2. So first of all, let us find the discriminant. That is B square minus 4AC. B square is minus 3 square. Minus 4 into A is 1 and C is 2. This is 9 minus 4 into 1. 4 into 2, 8. 9 minus 1, that is 1. As you can see, this is greater than 0. If this is greater than 0, that means roots are possible. As our discriminant came out to be greater than 0, so we can now find the roots. X would be equals to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a minus b, that is minus of minus 3 because the value of b was minus 3, plus minus under root of 1. This value b square minus 4ac came out to be 1 upon 2 multiplied by 1 because a was 1. This minus of minus 3 will become plus 3. Plus or minus under root of 1 is 1 upon 2 into 1 is 2. As there are no under root numbers over here, as there are no under root numbers over here, we have to find the answer for this. So as you can see, there is one plus and minus. So once we have to use plus and the other time we have to use minus. So 3 plus 1 upon 2 or 3 minus 1 upon 2. Both the condition has to be taken to find the two different roots. 3 plus 1 will become 4 upon 2 or 3 minus 1 will become 2 upon 2. This will become 2 or this will become 1. So the two zeros are x equals to 2 or x equals to 1, which is over here. So there are two roots. Why we have not done over here? Because it was in irrational number. No need to write plus and minus differently. This will remain as it is. But here 1 was outside the root sign. So once we have to add it, once we have to subtract it and solve respectively, we will get the value of x. Let us proceed towards the third sum or next sum, as we say. So the fourth sum, which is our next sum, is the sum of the reciprocals of Riemann's age. The sum of the reciprocals of Riemann's age 3 years ago and 5 years from now is 1 by 3. Find his present age. The question is regarding present age. So I'll start my question with, this is my fourth question. Let Riemann's present age equals to x. If the present age is x, जो हमको find करनी है, we have to find x. The sum of the reciprocals of his age 3 years ago and 5 years from now is 1 by 3. अगर मैं उसके 3 साल पहले की एज और 5 साल बाद की एज, दोनों की एज का रेसिप्रोकल लेके उनको ऐड करूं तो आंसर आएगा 1 by 3. सो Riemann's age 3 years ago, that was x minus 3. Riemann's age 5 years later, after 5 years, will be x plus 5. 3 years ago his age was x minus 3. After 5 years his age would be x plus 5. We have to add the reciprocals. Therefore 1 upon x minus 3 plus 1 upon x plus 5. The answer is 1 by 3. The sum of the reciprocals of Riemann's age 3 years ago to the sum of the reciprocal to the sum of the age 5 years from now is 1 by 3. Again, as we did the last time, we have to take LCM. This x plus 5 will get multiplied over here, x minus 3 will get multiplied over here. So x plus 5, as it is a binomial, I am keeping a bracket, plus x minus 3 whole upon x minus 3 into x plus 5, that is equals to 1 by 3. Now in the numerator there is no sign ahead, so this will remain x plus 5. This is also plus, so it will remain x minus 3, no sign change. In this question, last question, there was a minus sign, so we change the sign. In the denominator we will multiply the two brackets. It will become x square plus 5x minus 3x minus 15 is equals to 1 by 3. In the numerator it will be 2x plus 2, x plus x 2x, 5 minus 3 2. In the denominator x square, 5 minus 3, that is plus 2x minus 15 equals to 1 by 3. This 3 will get multiplied over here and this will get multiplied over here. So this 3 will multiply with both the terms. It will be 6x plus 6 equals to x square plus 2x minus 15. I am taking these both terms on the right hand side. So 0 will be equals to x square plus 2x minus 15 minus 6x minus 6. Solving this, we will get x square, 2x minus 6x will give minus 4x, minus 15 minus 6 will give minus 21 equals to 0. We will get x square minus 4x minus 21 equals to 0. A is 1, B is minus 4, C is minus 21. So let us find discriminant, that is b square minus 4ac. B square, that is minus 4 square, minus 4 into 1 into minus 21. Minus 4 square is 16. This 4 into 1 is 4 into minus 21, that is 84. Minus minus plus, so plus 84. If you add them, it will be 100. It is greater than 0, so roots are possible. So to find the roots, we will apply the quadratic formula minus b under root plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Substituting the values, minus of minus 4 plus minus under root 100, we already found this value, upon 2 multiplied by 1. This minus minus will become plus. As we all know that the square root of 100 is 10 upon 2. Now there is no square root left. There is no square root left. We know that we have to find the value now. So x will be equals to 4 plus 10 by 2 or 4 minus 10 by 2. Either 4 plus 10 by 2 or 4 minus 10 by 2. So 14 by 2 or minus 6 by 2, that is 7 or minus 3. So x equals to 7 or x equals to minus 3. But we know that x is actually the age. Age cannot be negative, so this is not possible. Therefore, Rahman's age is 7 years. Rahman's present age is 7 years. Age cannot be in negative. I hope you understood this. Now, in all the other sums, I know that there are many important sums also, but in all the other sums, I'll just be giving you the equations. Now, it's your duty to solve this by quadratic formula. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section of this video. I'll be giving you the equations of the word problems. Fifth question. In a class test, the sum of Shefali's marks in mathematics and English is 30. Now here two subjects are given and the sum of the subject marks obtained in this subject is 30. Had she got 2 marks more in mathematics, अगर उसको 2 मार्क्स ज़्यादा मिले होते मैथमेटिक्स में and 3 marks less in English और इंग्लिश में 3 मार्क कम मिले होते, the product of their marks would have been 210. Find her marks in the 2 subjects. So as we know there are 2 variables, so we'll take 2 variables in fifth question. Let marks obtained in English, or first it is mathematics and English be x and y respectively. Now we know that the sum of the marks obtained is 30. So x plus y will be equals to 30. I have to do substitution in this. So I will take x on the right hand side. The y would be 30 minus x. Now the question is, if she would have got 2 marks more in mathematics, so new marks in mathematics is equals to x plus 2. New marks in English, she got 3 marks less in English, that is y minus 3. The product of these 2 marks is 210. Therefore, x plus 2 multiplied by, or what can you do? You can substitute the value of y over here only. That is 30 minus x minus 3. Y value is 30 minus x. So you can substitute 30 minus x over here only. This will become 30 minus 3, that is 27 minus x. So here in multiplication, I can write 27 minus x and this is 210. This is marks in maths, marks in English, and the product is 210. Now if I multiply, this will become 27x minus x square plus 54 minus 2x equals to 210. This 27x minus 2x will become 25x minus x square plus 54 equals to 210. I'm not taking 210 on the left hand side. I would be taking all these three terms on the right hand side. Why? Because I need to convert this minus x square into positive x square. Therefore, I will get x square minus 25x. I am taking all these three terms on that side. Minus 54, and this 210 will remain positive because we have not shifted 210. We have shifted these three terms on that side. So x square minus 25x, these will get subtracted. 6, 5, 156 minus 156 equals to 0. You got the equation. Now solve it by quadratic formula. Will you be able to solve it? If you solve it by quadratic formula, you will get x. You will get two values of x. Okay, one would be positive, one would be negative. Definitely. If one is positive, one is negative, obviously you cannot have marks in negative. यहाँ पे कोई negative marking नहीं दी हुई है, तो that negative value has to be neglected. Only the positive value has to be taken care of. That is the value of x. That is the marks obtained in mathematics. So to find the answer of marks obtained in English, substitute that value of x in this equation, y equals to 30 minus x. You will get the marks obtained in English also. Understood? I am proceeding toward the sixth sum. The sixth sum is the diagonal of rectangular field is 60 meters. This is a rectangular field. The diagonal is 60 meters. Sorry, the diagonal of rectangular field is 60 meters more than the shorter side. So if this is my shorter side and I am writing the dimension of this shorter side x, so diagonal will be x plus 60. It is 60 more than the shorter side, and longer side is 30 more than shorter side. So this is x plus 30. Find the shorter side, find the sides of the field. You need to find sides of the field. As you can see, let shorter side equals to x meter. Therefore, longer side would be x plus 30 and diagonal would be x plus 60. You can see this is a right angle triangle. So we can solve this right angle triangle using Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so we can solve this using Pythagoras theorem. So by Pythagoras theorem, this is my hypotenuse. The diagonal is my hypotenuse. X plus 60 whole square equals to x square plus x plus 30 whole square. A plus b whole square. This will be x square plus 120x plus 3600 equals to x square plus again a plus b whole square, x square plus 60x plus 900. 1x square will cut. I am taking these two terms on the right hand side. So first I am writing all these three terms as it is: x square plus 60x plus 900 minus 120x minus 3600 equals to 0. X square, only one term of x square, so no like terms. 60x minus 120x, that is minus 60x. 900 minus 3600, that is minus 2700 equals to 0. Again you got an equation, quadratic equation. Solve this using quadratic formula. You know how to solve it. Find the value of x. Again you will get one positive value and one negative value. Now the side cannot be negative, so stick to the positive value. Right, not possible for the negative value. For the for that value which we got for x, that positive value, find the length of this rectangular field by adding 30 to it. You'll get a value that is breadth, and add 30 to it, you'll get length. Don't forget to take these both as answers. So I think so I'll be doing the remaining sums in the next video. So till then, practice this. Why I'm doing the remaining sum next video? Because they are important. They need some time to understand. After going through all these concepts, your basics should be clear. So first clear your basic using these concepts only. If you are clear enough, we can proceed to the difficult sums or the important sums of this exercise in the next video. Okay, thank you.